In this video we are going to create a duplicate version of our tree. I have a tree here that I have in my scene. It's a group that has two polygons. Right now it's just two polygons extruded. They are UV and they have a shader applied to it, and I just need to create multiple versions of this guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just to grab from Arnold. I'm gonna create StandIn. So I'm gonna export the StandIn, and I'm gonna I have done one already. I'm gonna just do it one more time. Tree, and then just save it as an ASS format. So I'm gonna save it. I want to replace that one that I have there. And then next time I'm going to just create all of the trees. I'm going to go and say Arnold, StandIn, create StandIn. I'm going to open it up and then go and find the one that I created. That one comes in just like a box, but it's a duplicate object. I can change the center, the pivot point, so it's in the middle of the object, and I have that object right there. If I want to look at it here on the settings, I can make it so that I can see the poly wire of it. I don't really need that, but I'm gonna just make it as a bounding box. And I'm going to duplicate it. I can duplicate it manually, so I can duplicate and then put them all. But I also can go and say duplicate special, and I'm gonna duplicate scale in one. I'm gonna duplicate it, let me see, 8 times. I'm going to move it a value of translating X. Let me see, maybe let me double check the grade. I want to make sure the scale. Yeah, I need to duplicate it. Every little unit, every little square here is 1 unit. So I need to duplicate about 20, 25, let's see, 25 units to translate the object as it is duplicated. I'm going to duplicate special, apply. So they got done. Feel a bit too far away. I'm going to just undo that. Do it one more time, but this time I'm going to just say maybe 18 units, apply. That's a little bit better. Now I can just kind of move them a little bit so they don't have to be all the same. I can also scale them down, change them a little bit, or have 2 different types of trees, move around. And I'm going to just grab them all. I'm going to duplicate it, just say a regular duplicate. And then move them over. Maybe change them in location. I can grab some of them to kind of scale down, to give some variation to their scales. Move them a little bit so they're on the ground. So now I have my trees right there. So if I go to render my scene, right now it's rendering outside of my render view, my movie here, but I'll just let you see it in a moment. This is a real-time rendering in the background there, so I just have it on my other screen here on the side. So I'll just give it a second there because it's trying to render. There is. I just was able to bring it. So now I got all those trees rendered under 28 seconds, which is pretty efficient. You can go and change scales and create maybe 2 or 3 different versions of trees. You could do 100 trees and there will be no difference between one or the other. Alright, so hopefully this gives you some help to create, duplicate multiple objects
to make them a bit more interesting. Alright,